In a magnificent castle lives a young prince who has everything yet lacks what matters most: humility and compassion. One cold night, an old woman knocks on his door seeking shelter in exchange for a simple rose. The prince, disgusted by her appearance, cruelly rejects her. The old woman warns that true beauty lies within, but when rejected again, she reveals her identity. She's a powerful enchantress. The transformation is instant and terrible. The prince becomes a monstrous beast, and his entire castle falls under a spell. His servants transform into household objects: candelabras, clocks, teapots. Only an enchanted rose can break the curse. If the beast can love someone and be loved in return before the last petal falls on his 21st birthday, he'll regain his human form. If not, he'll remain a beast forever. In a nearby village, Belle walks to the market singing about her dreams of adventure. The villagers recognize her beauty but see her as strange because she loves to read and think for herself. In an era when women were expected to be modest and obedient, Belle defies all expectations. Gaston, the village's most admired hunter, plans to win her over. To him, Belle is simply the most beautiful woman around, making her the ultimate prize. When he approaches her, he takes the book from her hands and declares that women shouldn't read because they might get ideas. Belle firmly rejects him. Meanwhile, Maurice, Belle's father, travels to a fair with his new invention. He gets lost in a dark forest where wolves attack him. Desperate, he finds the beast's castle and enters seeking shelter. The enchanted objects, Lumiere the candelabra and Cogsworth the clock, welcome him warmly, but when the beast appears, he's furious to see the intruder and locks him up as a prisoner. When Philippe, Maurice's horse, returns alone, Belle realizes her father is in danger. She immediately mounts up and gallops to the castle. There she finds her father imprisoned and, without hesitation, offers to take his place. The beast accepts the exchange, but instead of locking Belle in a cell, he gives her a comfortable room and allows her to explore the castle, except for the forbidden west wing. Their first encounters are tense. The beast, used to isolation, doesn't know how to behave. Lumiere and Mrs. Potts try to teach him to be a gentleman. He must control his temper, be kind, and show his intelligence. But when Belle refuses to dine with him, the beast explodes in fury. One night, Belle ventures into the forbidden west wing and finds the enchanted rose in the beast's deteriorated room. When he discovers her there, the beast completely loses control. Terrified, Belle flees the castle on Philippe, but wolves attack her in the forest. The beast appears just in time to save her, though he's gravely wounded. This moment marks a turning point. Belle voluntarily returns to the castle to tend to the beast's wounds. When he complains that she ran away, Belle firmly responds that if he hadn't frightened her, she wouldn't have fled. She tells him he must control his temper. The beast falls silent, reflecting, and Belle thanks him for saving her life. The days that follow are magical. The beast shows Belle his vast library and she discovers his love for books. Together they feed birds, stroll through gardens, and talk. Belle begins to see beyond the monstrous appearance and discovers the hidden kindness in the beast's heart. One special evening, the beast nervously prepares for a romantic dinner. Belle appears in a stunning yellow gown and he in an elegant blue suit. After dinner, they dance under the stars. It's the perfect moment for the beast to confess his love, but when he asks if Belle is happy with him, she admits she's worried about her father. Using his magic mirror, the beast shows her Maurice sick and lost in the forest. In an act of true love, he decides to free Belle so she can help her father. He gives her the magic mirror to remember him by. This gesture is deeply symbolic. By letting go of outer beauty, the beast demonstrates he's learned to value inner beauty and others' needs above his own desires. Belle finds her father and nurses him back to health, but when they return home, Gaston appears with the asylum director. He's planned to have Maurice committed as crazy unless Belle marries him. To prove her father isn't insane, Belle uses the magic mirror and shows the beast sadly mourning her departure. She explains that despite his frightening appearance, the beast is kind and gentle. He's her friend. Gaston, horrified by the beast's image, convinces the villagers he's dangerous. He locks up Belle and Maurice, then marches to the castle with an angry mob. They make the same mistake the prince made years ago. Judging by appearances, an epic battle breaks out in the castle between the enchanted objects and the villagers. Gaston manages to reach the beast, who has no strength to defend himself. He threatens him with his bow, shoots him, and pushes him toward a cliff. But when the beast sees Belle arrive, he recovers his strength. He grabs Gaston and holds him over the abyss. Gaston begs for his life, and the beast, showing his complete transformation, decides to forgive him and pulls him to safety, telling him to leave. Belle calls to the beast from a balcony. He quickly climbs to meet her, and they hold hands. But Gaston, unable to accept defeat, stabs the beast in the back and falls into the void. Belle helps the wounded beast reach the balcony. Through tears, she begs him not to leave her and finally declares her love. Just as the last petal falls from the enchanted rose, a miracle occurs. The beast revives and transforms into a handsome prince. By defeating Gaston, the beast also conquers his former self, the one obsessed with outer beauty. He's proven his inner beauty by freeing Belle, sacrificing himself for her, and controlling his temper. This internal transformation finally manifests in his external appearance. The curse breaks, freeing all the castle's inhabitants who return to being human. Belle and the beast kiss and dance happily while everyone celebrates. The story reveals a fundamental difference between love and possession. Gaston sees Belle as a trophy. Just like the animals he hunts, he doesn't care about her wishes or dreams. He only seeks to own and control her. The beast initially also wanted to possess Belle, keeping her in his castle without considering her desires. But true love involves freedom and sacrifice. The beast learns that loving means wanting the other person's happiness, even if it means giving up your own desires. Only when Belle is free to choose can she truly fall in love. And when the beast demonstrates his inner beauty by putting Belle's happiness above his own, she finally sees the man who was always there, waiting to be discovered beneath the monstrous surface. This transformation wasn't just physical, but deeply spiritual. From vanity to humility, from selfishness to sacrifice, from superficiality to depth. The real magic wasn't in the spell that transformed them, but in love's power to reveal the beauty that always existed within.